Hey there guys, it's Ara here, bringing the 14th episode of my F1 2012 career. Today we're at Canada for the qualifying, and just before I start the video, I just want to say a big thanks to all my new subscribers. I've reached over 100 now, like 105. Small, really small milestone, but for me it's quite a big one, because I'm a tiny channel. But yeah, just really happy with that, and I hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. And if you're new to me, I'd appreciate it if you could click my name above this video and check out my previous content, and perhaps subscribe to me for weekly F1 2012 career content just like this, just casual kind of commentary over some gameplay, qualifying and the race of each race of the F1 2012 calendar. So let's get straight to it. So I set up my car for a kind of, let's say like a dryish race. I've got to be honest, when I looked at the weather thing, it said kind of like dry, and I just assumed it would be bare drone dry. But it turns out that the race is going to be a tiny bit wet as well, so I might be a bit screwed. I thought really I could rest on my laurels for Canada being a really favourite track for me, and maybe going for another podium. And I was even considering maybe I could be getting a win if things went the right way for me. That's only if things went the right way. I mean, I never thought I could definitely win this. But it turns out that it's going to be quite hard to win this now, because I didn't look properly at the weather thing. So yeah, it should be an interesting race. So here in Q1, I thought I could do it on the prime straight away, so I just went out, set a fast lap. So coming through now, I've got to say Canada's changed a tiny bit from 2011 in terms of this very corner here. It's got a lot more slippery. Definitely, it's gone back to what it was in 2010. In 2010 it was quite slippery, and now it's gone back to that, which I don't know, it's okay. I don't love it. I think in 2012 it was much better, because just the apex just feels a whole lot slippery. You can just like lose the rear quite easily. So coming through on this first flying lap on the primes though, got the DRS wide open, but at this point I've got it on mix 1, so didn't completely max it out. And so cursing it, coming to the start finish line, and it's a okay time. It's not amazing. 1:16, 5.56. Definitely gonna have to go out again. Yeah, not amazing that time. At the beginning, I thought I could do it on primes, because basically I did practice, and practice was a bit dry for like one lap, and then and I did those on the primes, and then it started raining in the practice. So I haven't really gauged how much pace I've got here at Canada. Ooh, crap. Lost it there. I think we're just going to abandon this lap and go back to the garage. Lost it there, but I really think we should switch to options. So yeah, right now Maldonado's on pole. Obviously it's Q1, so it's not technically pole, it's just P1 right now. So let's change to primes. I feel options. Sorry, I think it's the time. The super soft. Second time we've seen it now. First time obviously being Monaco. And on the subject of Monaco, again, if you're new to me, please go check out that race. That was quite a great one. Quite a lot of good scraps of Vettel and Webber. Yeah, so go check that out if you're new to me. And it's quite a good race. And then obviously maybe come back to this and finish watching it. Or finish watching this and then go watch that, I don't know. So coming through now on the super softs, the option tyre. Changed to mix 3. Grosjean's just gone fastest, now replaced by Vettel. So a lot of people are posting fastest times now. Not a great start to the lap. Bit of grass on my right tyre, and there you go. Vettel's gone 1:14.903. I'm suspecting that's maybe just on mix 2, because I do know the AI can go a bit faster than that. So yeah, let's get going. I remember I posted a picture on my social network site. It was like a lap time in 2010 of my calendar time, and I was about 3 seconds ahead of everyone. But back then in 2010, I was quite a noob at F1. The F1 games. I had only watched F1, never did any sim racing or played the previous F1 game, so I was kind of new on the scene. And I was like posting one 15s, and I was 3 seconds ahead of them, but I was like, oh yeah, that's epic. I'm so fast. And then compared to now, where I can probably get, on a good day, maybe a high 113 maybe. I'm not too sure. I haven't tried it completely. I tried it once with a McLaren on the time trial thing, and as I'm talking, I set the fastest time this session, 114.528, I think that is. So definitely gonna get through to Q2. So I'm just gonna return to the garage and park it up. So yeah, just to finishing that point I was talking about before I started commentating on the lap time. Yeah, it's just quite interesting how much I've moved on. I've got probably about a second faster. So yeah. So we're in Q2 now. Obviously park firming conditions. So I'm just gonna set the engine up. Gonna go. Let's see, 3 laps, and obviously option tire, because we definitely want to get into Q3 if we're gonna challenge for anything. So let's get out there. Flying lap. I think I set it to race mix 3 going out, so this might be a bit interesting. I might be on like the lowest fuel ever. So just warming the tyres up a bit. Obviously this doesn't actually warm the tyres up. You hear the pundits of Sky F1 and BBC F1 always saying, you know, it's more of a therapeutic thing. It doesn't actually warm the tyres like properly. What really warms up tyres is the drivers accelerating quite fast and then braking quite heavily. They're kind of weaving around. It's kind of just a bit of showmanship, really, a bit therapeutic kind of exercise for them to get ready for like a restart or a, you know, the start of the Grand Prix, obviously, when they're warming up around the out lap. So right now 121.9, not the fastest one. I know I can do maybe 121.6 in this Toro Rosso. So my engineer's already telling me low fuel when really he should be telling me at the very end of the straight, so I'm on very low fuel. Hopefully we can still make it around the lap. Shouldn't affect us too much really. It's only a problem when I start hearing that engine moan. So second sector, that's pretty good compared to what I did in Q1. And telling me the pit stop already, but I need to finish the lap obviously. Don't want to waste any time. Come through, Max in the 7th gear, braking hard for the chicane. Through the curves, oh god, nearly lost it. All the curves, keeping the car straight. The shortest run to the line. And that's a 114.757. Not too bad, and now it's I think that was a few drops of rain I saw. Not too bad. That should get us through to Q3. So let's just have a look here. So Vettel has now gone fastest. So I'm in 4th at the moment. So definitely not in trouble. Right. I'm just gonna go for it. Skip session. Let's see where we come, and we stayed in 4th. So that's good. Now it started raining really heavily. You know what? Because I've got the setup kind of dryish, which I really shouldn't have. A bit of stupid move, kind of compromised the race, as well as this qualifier. I'm just gonna stay in. I'm just going to skip the session because I'm not going to get any faster, especially on wet tyres. So I'm just going to skip the session, guys. This has been a very short qualifying episode, but really, I really messed up on the setup. So I can't really do much, but I'm starting 10th, and I'll have a choice of tyre, obviously. Well, actually, everyone will, because it's going to be wet. It's going to start drying the race. So I've been out of it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Quite a short episode. I apologise for that. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for the race. And hopefully we'll be on for a podium. Enjoy the rest of your day.